Hi, so as promised, this is the continued video for 9-3, rewriting radical expressions. But this time I'm going to do it when we have a number on the outside of the radical and also when we have added variables. So it can look a little bit different, but same concept. So here we go. 5 square root of 54. We're still going to look at that inside number and do a factor tree and figure out what are all the prime numbers for that number if we multiply together to get 54. So we do our tree. First factors I think of are 9 and 6, and then 3 times 3. Remember, we have to get down to prime numbers. So 3 times 3 times 2 times 3 is equal to 54. If I rewrite this now, breaking up that 54, I like to put all my 3's together. Then we can look and see for the duplicates. So remember, we're going to look at any pairs of 2 numbers that are inside that square root that we can bring to the outside. Now the key thing to remember is when you bring this outside and there's already a number here, it gets multiplied to that number. So this would actually be 3 times 5 on the outside, and then we still have the 3 times 2 on the inside. The last step is just to multiply. So 3 times 5 is 15, and 3 times 2 is 6. So final answer would be 15 square root of 6. Now for this example, we have variables, but same thing, we're still doing a factor tree for this coefficient 20. So if I do that, 4 times 5 is 20, 2 times 2, get down to the prime numbers, 5 is prime, so 2 times 2 times 5 is equal to 20. But now we have to deal with these variables. Well, remember that a squared is also a times a, right? And b squared is also b times b times b. So now we've got all of these factored. Now we can rewrite this all under the square root. Really, we have 2 times 2 times 5, which was our 20. We have a times a, and b times b times b. So now we have to look for our duplicates. What goes on the outside, what stays on the inside of that square root. So the 2's, we got 2's that come out. We have an a that comes out, and we have a b that comes to the outside. So let's rewrite it. I've got a 2 on the outside, an a b, and then inside my square root, I have 5 and b. And then we're done.